This is Portal Power. Goodbye, Mono Red. Ladies and gentlemen, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man Man, and today we've got a juicer for it. We've got Portal Power, that is right. It's just a classic Portal to Phyrexia deck. What is the best way that we can really abuse this? And I've seen a lot of Invasion of Tolvada. I do like this card, but I actually prefer Invoke Justice just because there's so much mono red, a lot of aggro out there. So putting the 1/1 counters on something like Phyrexian Fleshgorger, for example, they won't be able to burn through it after the counters are put on. And then you also get lifelink with it too, so that's also really nice. I am running Atraxa again because it has lifelink, and it's very important for you to be able to withstand the onslaught of aggro in standard right now. So Atraxa, we have no way of hard casting it, but I don't care. There's so many different ways that we discard things that it's never really a brick in your hand. With our Liliana, the Restoration of Eiganjo, which obviously that is another way to get cards into the graveyard. So Raffine's Informant, yada yada yada. And let's give a special shout out, Fleeting Spirit. Now this card is really, really good. The reason I'm running this is because you get to effectively discard a card at will, just like for no cost. I mean, you just discard a card, that's it, boom, just discard a card, and then you get to exile it and return it to the battlefield, which goes very, very nice because you can just ditch it, and then before you have like Invasion of Tolvada or Invoke Justice or Portal to Phyrexia, you just get to discard something at will for free. It's not technically for free, but it is basically for free. And then you have Temporary Lockdown. Special shout out to this card. This takes care of mono red. This takes care of a lot of black decks. This takes care of a lot of even white decks, even with like Thalia and stuff. You can cast it. Fleeting Spirit, you discard a card, you exile it, and then you drop the Temporary Lockdown so that you don't get hit with your own Temporary Lockdown. So I absolutely love this card, and I think you could probably go for 4. But if you do notice, we don't have any 1-drops in the whole deck, so we do make use of the Scoured Barrens, just because again that life gain could come in handy versus a mono red deck. So this is pretty much the deck. Obviously, we have 5 reanimation spells. I'm thinking about kicking this up maybe to 2, but I do prefer Invoke Justice just because of that. And let's go ahead and take the Portal of Phyrexia and see where the portal leads us. Before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. I'd really appreciate that. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Digital kitty. Well, real kitty cats or digital kitty cats, big fan of them. Let's go ahead and keep this. I think the dog versus cats, I think that debate's so overrated. Why can't we just, like the little, what is it, the little taco commercial, like, why can't we have both? That's the vibes I get from the whole kitty cat debate. Scoured Barrens, we definitely love this. We don't have a 1-drop, so getting that life versus mono red could end up paying absolute dividends. We'd love that. Now, we don't have anything to play on turn 2, which we don't love. Another Kamanu, I think that's relatively okay if they don't drop something. Oh, 3 Kamanus. Okay, let's see if we can, because we're not going to have anything to play this next turn, so... Bully! Okay, let's see there. We do have the Phyrexian Fleshgorger, which we absolutely love. If they do kill it somehow, we have to Invoke Justice, but this is going to be a tall task. And this is going to be a very tall task. We're not even going to have enough time to go into like the Portal of Phyrexia or anything. Reckless Impulse, we kind of like that. It kind of slows up the damage in order for like value, I suppose. So we definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna go right in for Phyrexia. We don't have time for the Restoration of Eiganjo. We just don't have time for it. We need to get some juicy life gain, and if they bring it back, we've got another one and Invoke Justice, and they won't be able to burn this, I don't believe. So, Thundering Raiju. I see what they want to attack with. I mean, I would assume they use something else. They don't, so we're gonna get rid of this Raiju. Easy peasy. We're gonna get 3 back. Yep, that's fine. So now we can't Invoke Justice because they have the Kamanus up. I was hoping like possibly we could do something else, but with the Restoration we could get something into the graveyard, but this is going to be a tall task. Let's go and drop this just to get our life. Bang. We love that. I think... Yeah, we're still going to drop it. I think we just kind of have to. If they've got a Lightning Bolt... it just is what it is, and I think they probably just kind of kill us. Monstrous Rage, okay. 5/3, and one last card. Oh my god, another Monstrous Rage. So I think we just have to do this. We take 8. If we do this, we take 11. We actually don't die. I think this is like, I mean, this is effectively the only way we can live, right? Yeah, let's do this. Down to 1, we at least get 3 back, and then we have at least another blocker on the back end here. Believe we are just a little bit too slow. I mean, we can't go for Invoke Justice. That kind of takes away like the whole point of our deck here. So, if they draw nothing, we will still be okay. So Swiftspear, I actually think we might be okay here. So they deal 5. That's fine. We have to shut block, which is not great. Yep. Let's go ahead and shut block here. Yep. That goes by. That's okay because the restoration. Woo, we survived the onslaught. Let's go ahead and discard our portal to Phyrexia, and that's going to be absolutely okay when we go for Invoke Justice, because guess what? The portal to Phyrexia isn't exiled. Ba-bam! This is portal power. Goodbye, Mono Red. So sorry. Nobody's ever going to miss you. Nobody is going to miss you. 6 to 20, and they draw into a land. We're looking very good. Let's go ahead and take their Thundering Raiju. I did not appreciate that Thundering Raiju, and now we're looking prosperous. And I'm actually not even going to do anything else other than just go in for a Restless Fortress, just because the life gain with this 1/4 just is going to pay dividends. Go ahead and bang. We'll put that on the Architect. Pop them, 8 life, and this game's all but over. There's no way they're going to be able to burn us for 8 damage in top deck mode. They go ahead and get that, and it's looking great. There we go. Good game. Dunkin' Donuts. How are we doing here? Let's go ahead and get this on. We got a Liliana. We got a Scoured Barrens. Kind of like this card. I mean, just because obviously the life gain, everything's mono red nowadays. Ooh, so we get oh wow. So we get a matchup that's not gonna be say isn't so. All right, let's go ahead and drop this. Mono red. Yeah, there we go. I couldn't. Good lord, so much mono red that I'm just brain dead at this point. So Thalia, we don't love that. Definitely don't love that. Did I click okay? I need to wake up. I mean, we do have the temporary lockdown, so I guess we can probably just wait another turn, but I definitely don't love what I just did there. Okay, it's fine. I mean, we could have go for the throat, but I think going for the temporary lockdown is fine. Yep, this is okay. It's not splendid, but it's okay. Temporary lockdown is making a special way in my heart, though. Like, I mean, this is so good. Especially with all the mono red flying around. I mean, this gets rid of, like, a lot of everything. I mean, obviously, they're still going to be able to still keep the Adeling, which we don't love, but I think it's better off that we kept the go for the throat. It was tempting to go for it on the Skrelv, but I think we're okay with this. 1/4. Assuming something else is coming. Yeah. How do we want to play this? Down to 11. Informant. Let's go for the Informant. I mean, this is the best way, especially because we have go for the throat this way. Yeah, I like this a lot. Let's go ahead and do that. Ditch a portal, because we need that, and then we'll be able to go for Invoke Justice. End turn. Hopefully they don't end up with more than 3. I don't want them to end up with more than 3 creatures, just because I want the portal of Phyrexia just to be able to clear the whole board. Let's do this now. I don't want another token, and then I'm okay with trading. I really want to make sure that everything dies. Plus, we're at 11 life, so I mean, we definitely have to be careful. Another Adeline, and we're looking real good now. You know that they have to be a little nervous that we're going to reanimate this portal to Phyrexia. Oh, okay, so there we go. So they're going to be able to at least keep one of these creatures, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And we got another portal. Can't reanimate that, but it's okay. We are going to be able to give... This is why I kind of prefer Invoke Justice to the Invasion of Tolvada, because we do get to put 4/1/1 counters on this Raffine's Informant, and that's pretty gosh darn awesome. So let's see what they keep. Are they going to keep the... Let's see what they keep. Maybe just the Adeline, I would assume, maybe. But the Adeline gets weaker, so maybe the Knight. But the Knight's just a vanilla at this point, so I don't know. I truly don't know what they're going to keep. They're going to keep the Adversary. Okay. I actually am not going to swing in. I'm not going to swing in. I think we want to kind of control the game at this point. Let's mitigate their damage here. So they got the recruitment officer, which we don't love. They're going to be able to use the recruitment officer right away. So at least they're tapped out. They're tapped out. We can kind of chillax a little bit. And Interest of Battlefield. 2 creature cards with mana value X or less. Oh, we can't do that. So it's just gonna be Adeline. Looking pretty good. Let's go in for Fleeting Spirits. And then we can go in for Liliana? Sure.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Isn't that cute? I think we should just go for 1 It's tempting just to go for the +1 to kind of pop them up, but...
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
I think I kind of like this a little bit more. I think it's actually kind of closer than it should be. But we do get an Adeline this, or a token, but they're going to be able to block it. I think we're going to lean towards just chilling. Let's just chill for a second. Adversary. I think it's just a matter of time before we take control with the Portal of Phyrexia, but I mean, again, this is decent. We can also do a de facto chump block with the Fleeting Spirit, so where we can just kind of trade. So I'm not too worried. It's a little closer. It's a little closer than what you would think after putting off Portal of Phyrexia out, but I still think we're okay. Hopefully. Let's see if they attack. That's interesting. I'm okay with trading. Yeah, this is not a good trade for them because I'm gonna go ahead and steal their adversary. Yeah, I'm gonna steal their adversary from them with the portal and then power up all my creatures, and they're just gonna lose the war of it. They're gonna lose the war of attrition here. So adversary, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and pump it twice. Yep, let's pump it twice. Bang! And they just give it up, but yeah, stealing your creatures, pretty fun. Ooh, how are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. This is a semi-decent hand. I mean, I don't want to say. I think this is pretty damn good. Oh, is that a mulligan? Let's go ahead and give our opponent the friendly mulligan hello. Everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan. Even if you're running mono red, we'll still be your friend and give you a friendly mulligan hello. Let's go ahead and drop you. This Barrens card could come in handy. Again, the 1 life is imperative. It could come in handy. We don't have any 1-drops in the entire deck, so that's why might as well get a little bit of life going with the Scoured Barrens. What's more important here? The Restless Fortress. Okay, so we don't even have to decide. The Restless Fortress, be damned. We do not have to do that. We just go straight in for Go for the Throat, and I think that's a lot better. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Just so that we can get into our Restoration of Eiganjo on time. Yeah, the Restless Fortress, we definitely like the Restless Fortress, but it is kind of close. Swift Spirit, let's let them... Let's take the most amount of information we can draw from them before we do stuff. Yep, let's go for the throw on the Felden. We're going to take a decent amount of damage here, which we do not love, but we can go for Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Kind of nice. It is nice. It is very nice that they take away the Lightning Strike, though. Shattered Sanctum, and then let's go in for Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Just because that lifelink is juicier than all get out. Next turn, we can drop the Restoration. Make sure that we get into Invoke Justice. And then drop the Restoration. I think this is looking pretty good. If they don't have another Lightning Strike, which it doesn't appear to be so, we're looking good. We're looking good. We just need 1 swing away from this menace, and now we're looking good. Mono Red. We're just crushing Mono Red. Is there anything better than crushing Mono Red's dreams? I don't think so. I truly do not think so. Let's drop you. And we could go for the Throat, but that's not going to be what we do. Let's go for the Invoke Justice preparation. And we're going to Invoke Justice on Mono Red. And I'm not going to attack. We want to keep this back. Again, just no Lightning Strike. Anything else, we at least get the block and take life from it. Swift Spear, not a big deal. Not a big deal. And now you can just see the desperation on their faces. Get rid of the Portal of Phyrexia. Ba-bam. And look at this. We're going to be able to Invoke Justice. We're going to put 4 1/1 counters on our Phyrexian Fleshgorger. And look how much lifelink that is. Ba-bam. Goodbye. All your creatures except for 1. Take your pick. I don't care. And then now the Phyrexian Fleshgorger is a 7/7 with lifelink. And that's good game. I don't care what you say. That's good game. It's 16-13. You had your shot, Mono Red. You had your shot. These little 1/1s are not going to save you. Let's see what we want. I guess we'll just take the Epicure. And it doesn't even matter. We get the good game. Let's go. Jupa M. Let's go. This is an easy keep. We got the Atraxa. We can't even... There's no point in our whole deck where we can actually hardcast the Atraxa. Oh, we can definitely pour out to Phyrexia, but not the Atraxa. That is there just purely for, like, reloading reasons. But we can definitely reanimate it. I can tell you that right now. I guess we might as well play this first, just so that we can go in for Raffine's Informant. This thing does get a little gross, but let's go in for the Raffine's Informant. We want to find our thing that we can reanimate with. We do run, what, I think we're right now 5. I've been tinkering between 5 or 6. I'm gonna go for the Portal of Phyrexia just because I see creatures, and we see Boros. Boros actually, it's a nice, ooh. Oh, Angel Fire Ignition with Dust Legion Duelist. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let that go through. Yikes. Okay. How do we want to play around you? I mean, we can just go for the throw. If they're going to just Angel Fire Ignition again, I mean, it's like, that's pretty rough. That means, like, you're just, like, you're just, like, face up. I'm actually just going to go in for this, though. We're going to even pay the 1. If their move really is to go for Angel Fire Ignition, I mean, I think I'm okay with it. I think we're okay with it. With the Fleshgorger getting the life back on the back end, we also have temporary lockdown in case they want to overextend a little something. So, oh, that, okay, see, now we're a little upset. Because the paying the power does not really matter at all whatsoever right now. So that's a little yucky. Okay. So even the Lorn of the Third's Path, this comes in tapped as well, which we don't love. Up to 12, and I think we don't really have too much of a choice. Let's go ahead and just hold up the Go for the Throat in case they go for Angel Fire Ignition. We need a land and a reanimation spell, because all of our reanimating stuff is a 5-drop, so that is not great when this creature dies. Oh, okay, that's fine, I suppose. We can go ahead and go for the Throat on this. Because they are low on lands. So if we go for the Throat here, I mean, they are obviously having trouble getting the 4 lands. So let's not let them draw. I don't want you to draw there, buddy. They're gonna swing in. I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, let's do this. If they've got like Monstrous Rage or something, or if they have something, I'm okay with this. We need to draw cards. We definitely need to draw cards, and there we go. We've got this Shattered Sanctum. We get into the Invasion of Tolvada, and we're looking just so beautiful now. Let's go ahead and do this right now. We're gonna go ahead and bring back our Portal to Phyrexia. Get rid of your little Enduring Bond Warden. Not a big deal, though, because as time goes on, now I'm a little nervous, though, because they did show Lorn of the Third Path. So if they kill the Portal to Phyrexia, that's a little concerning. But this is a legendary, so most likely they aren't running more than 1. Mirror Shield Hoplet. Okay, that is not that big a deal at all. What does this thing do? I forgot. Whenever creature you control becomes the target of a backup ability, copy that ability. Okay, that's actually pretty cute. It's cute. It's not great, but it's just cute. Let's go and bring back our Fleshgorger, which is a little more than cute. And now, here's the thing. We can just drop the Fleeting Spirit, and then we can just drop the Atraxa, like, at will. So, let's go in for Temporary Lockdown. We're going to get rid of the Mirror Shields. And then let's drop the Fleeting Spirit, and I'm actually going to just, we'll wait for their turn, but the Fleeting Spirit, you can discard at any time. Like, just literally at will. The cost is discard a card, and you can just do it whenever you want. My thing just fell out. These headphones are just falling out left and right. Which is super nice, because then we can just drop the Atraxa at their end step, and there's nothing they can really do about it. Jupa! Angel Fire Ignition, we do not care. Oh! Well, at least... Okay, that sucks. That definitely sucks. Because they're gonna kill the portal, right? Oof. Ooh, that's a big oof. They actually just give up anyway, but we were gonna drop our Atraxa, but eh. The last Atreyu? Hey, how's it going here? This is not really the best hand. I mean, we do have the reanimation Invasion of Tolvada, but we don't have any of our reanimated targets. We do have the Fleeting Spirit and a Temporary Lockdown without knowing what we're going against. This is actually, relatively speaking, an okay hand. relatively speaking, it's an okay hand because of... Ooh, Restless Fortress on turn 2 is not great. Well, let's go for the Fleeting Spirit. This card is really good, though. I'm not even joking you, because you get to just discard at will, while also providing some sort of presence on the battlefield. I really like this thing. Alright, Tenacious Underdog. Don't love that. The Temporary Lockdown also does kind of like... doesn't really synergize very well with it. Let's just pass. I don't really want to give them the underdog. I mean, we can go for it. Again, most of the time, the first strike, Exile 3, not super relevant. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just let them have it. Another dog. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Drop you. As long as you have 2 black, you're pretty much okay in this deck. So we can go ahead and just discard. I wish I had something so I could really make use of like the Invoke Justice or whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead, discard a land because we don't have anything to use this anyway. So let's go ahead and do this. Discard the Fleeting Spirit, and then we're gonna go for Temporary Lockdown. I kind of like that. We'll get rid of both underdogs, no more blitz nonsense, and then we get our Fleeting Spirit back. Decent little underrated combo there. It's not like, you know, it's not cracking the meta or nothing, but I like what we just did there. We do get Sheldra, which is not a big deal. We're just gonna go for the throat, but yeah, let's just go and let's just do this. Even if we draw a land, we have nothing to play with these things, so we don't really care too much about that. And swing on in. Only 2 cards, so we can't even go for the first strike abilities anyway, but we just need to see if we can get into one of our Portal Phyrexia, Phyrexian Fleshgorger. See, now Graveyard Trespasser is a huge problem. That is a huge problem for this deck because not only do they get to eat stuff, but they eat stuff with the Fleeting Spirit as well. So they actually take away their graveyard for the 1 life. I think that's a little strange. I wouldn't have done that, but I'm not complaining. With the Fleeting Spirit, we do get cards into our graveyard for basically free, which we love. I don't know what we should do here. I think we just drop another Fleeting Spirit. I don't want it to go nighttime, so I think we just drop a Fleeting Spirit. I'm okay with attacking. Just attack. If they want to trade, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Yep. I mean, if we got really, really weird, this is too risky. Go for the throat. The problem is we use the discard to protect. I'm gonna have to though. I think we're gonna get rid of this because I do kind of want the big creature. If we can get 4+1 counters on the battlefield, I think that's pretty good. I think we have to protect our board. We don't have the reanimation targets, and even if we did, the Graveyard Trespasser is going to eat it. So I would rather just get the Fleeting Spear on the board. Okay. Did you have this blast zone? I don't know where we're sitting here. I mean, we're gonna, as of right now, we are gonna win a race to 0, but we're gonna need help. Nighttime, and we draw into a land, which is absolutely gut-wrenching. Hate to see it. I mean, I think this is like okay. We don't have any other play. We're just gonna go for Restless Fortress. 2 Fleeting Spirits, which, you know, won't tickle. Again, we can't go in for the Fleeting Spirit unless... You know, we really can't. Go for the throat. Okay. So if they want to do any Mishra's Foundry. If they go for Mishra's Foundry, that's fine, because now we can. Just gonna go for the charge counters. Okay. On to 9. And now the Graveyard Glutton's gonna eat our graveyard, I would assume. And then we won't be able to go for first strike. But at this point, the first strike's not really looking all that relevant. If we just draw into any of our cards, we can just discard at will. So they didn't. Ah, man, I don't know how I should play this. Down to 9. Right now, we can't even play the Invoke Justice because we're actually one white source down. Oh my god, I did not even realize that. I did not even realize. Wow. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to swing in. They can go for Mistress Foundry, 2/2 to 6. Yeah, we're not risking lethal on the back end, so sure. There's the Blast Zone. Yep, let's go ahead and discard. And we're gonna have to. A temporary lockdown actually doesn't even do anything anyway, so. Alright! Woo! Flitting Spirits are back, but again, with this Graveyard Glutton, I don't know where we sit. Again, they get to eat 2 cards, which is so brutal. I'm just gonna let him have it. Just gonna let him have it. I don't want to give up my Fleeting Spirits. Phyrexian Obliterator. Oh my word. I think that's going to be it, unfortunately. Accidental Genius? Well, I don't know how you become an accident, or a genius on accident, rather, but either way, welcome to the show. Got a really slow start here, but we are on the play, so most likely we will be okay. We do not, I mean, I guess we technically do. The Phyrexian Fleshgorger, when it comes back with an Invoke Justice, the reason I like Invoke Justice is my reanimation card of choice is, well, A, just because of this crazy stuff with the lifelink and everything, and it does come back as a whopping 7/5 rather than the little ability. But yeah, definitely not great to start off pretty slow like this with the Shattered Sanctum and Restless Fortress, but we'll be okay. Mono red, come on, it's not like mono red's fast, right? Come on. They drop down the Scouting Viper. Scouting Viper gives us a little bit of wiggle room here because this thing does kind of take a break. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage right up front, so I kind of like that a lot. Let's go in. I mean, we have 2 targets for the Fleeting Spirit and the Raffine's Informant, so I'm actually going to go in for the Restoration of Eiganjo. We are going to take a small tax from the Viper, but I think this is the best way to do it. Plus, we definitely need to hit our land drops, especially for the Invoke Justice. Alright, let's see what you got here. I think I am just going to go ahead and cast the Phyrexian Fleshgorger, and then by turn 5 we can probably go for Invoke Justice. The odds that they can burn us twice, pretty low, and then we'll be able to use the lifelink. Down to 11 early, but we actually have the portal to Phyrexia, which is typically what we'd want to do. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. That seems like the plan A. I think the Fleshgorger was initially probably plan B. So let's go in for Raffine's Informant, and then we can go in for Fleeting Spirit, because we are going to need one more card. We're going to need one more card that we can drop the, let's get rid of you. We're going to need one more land, rather. I can't talk today. So I can go for the Throat, and we can go past turn. We are going to take some more tax from the Scalding Viper, which we don't love, but we can at least trade. And now we've got our Invoke Justice target. So let's see what we can do here. Down to 10. Chandra, dressed to kill. And oh, is she ever dressed to kill. Let's see what you got for me.
Listen, pal, I'm with the Gatewatch, so you might as well give up already.
You're with the Gatewatch, huh? Well, let's see what we can do about that. Down to 9.
You're looking a little
singed. Yes, Chandra. I've heard this a million times. We need to get some new lines. And this is gonna be definitely an easy block session here. If the Swift Spear, I mean, right now they only have 3, so when we bring back the portal to the Phyrexia, we should be okay. So they can, let's go in for... We're going to take that tax from the Viper, which we don't love. Let's just do this, just in case, if they pump up the Monastery Swift Spear, because we're going to block with the Informant. If they give it like a, the Monstrous Rage or whatever, they'll still have 3 creatures left. So I think this is probably the best way to do it. Accidental. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Like I say, if they have the monstrous roll, we definitely don't love it. But then we have the Invoke Justice. Okay, so we're actually relatively okay speaking. But here's what we don't love is the Chandra and the Scalding Viper. We could go in for Invoke Justice. I still think it's better just to go in for the portal to the Phyrexia, but again, the Phyrexian Fleshgorger would be a pretty solid backup. But let's go for Invoke Justice, get back the portal to Phyrexia, and I guess we'll just make this Architect very, very big with the 4/1 counters. Ba-bang! 7/8, and we get rid of all your stuff. And then we can just bring the Phyrexian Fleshgorger anyway. So 7 life, can we hold off? I mean, it is kind of a tough task, I'm not gonna lie. Top card, we got the Mechanized Warfare.
Just improvise.
It is close though, because if we go for Invoke Justice and bring back this, I mean, they can't really burn it to death, but I don't know. Should we have brought it back at the first because we have 7 life? I think maybe. Definitely not even going to waste any time. Let's go for the Phyrexian Fleshgorger at 7/5. Oh, so beautiful. Go for the throw. Let's not worry about you. And I don't care that you're from the Gatewatch. I don't care, Chandra. We're going to go ahead and get rid of you ASAP. Rocky.
Wow. Not even a gift bag.
Not even a gift bag. Nope, we don't like you. We don't like mono red. Come on, get out of here. Mono red is so just... It's so just 2022. I hate to say it. Blood token's not really going to matter here because the Phyrexian Fleshgorger is just going to absorb all the life. One swing with this puppy and the game's over. There's no way they're going to be able to burn us for the appropriate amount of damage. And we're looking good. Let's go ahead and bring back... Let's go ahead and kill them with their own... Let's grab the Scalding. We definitely already won, so we might as well just be kind of tacky with it. Let's do this. And as soon as we get that delicious lifelink, it is all but over, baby. Now we're just in autopilot mode. We're just in complete autopilot mode. But we enjoy this.
You're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
About the Raven Man.